It's Sunday in the afternoon, and in my past podcast episode, I ended very quick there because my voice I couldn't talk anymore because my voice was out of this. I think it's corona. I have got some kind of corona. It's not really a flu. It's different from a flu. So I have been very weak in the body because I have coughing so very much. But the coughing have going away, and now is it more like cleaning up what I have coming into my body, that it's very much slime. And I'm so thankful that I have got the injection for to not have this on my lungs. It doesn't go on my lungs. So I have been clean there, but the bronchitis, there is it very much slime in it. But I have a medicine for that. But I have not taken that. I have not felt I need it. But maybe I do that when I go to bed and sleep. So it's not laying there and I can't breathe. And I have tried to sit up more when I'm sleeping. So I hope I have the angels looking after me. So I have a hope that I wake up again. And I thank God, and I thank heaven for wake me up every time, because at least in my age, but that is for you that is young also, that it's not granted that we wake up. So we should say thank you for to let us wake up in the morning, or whenever we are sleeping, that we wake up. So I don't know if I what I was promised you that I should talk about. I maybe didn't need that because the Spirit come and talk. So they maybe explain it for you. But today I got a mail from the church. You know that I am in the LDS church, the Mormon church, but I am not going there. I am there as a member for my ancestors. I am membership for my ancestors. So it's not really me that I'm in the church, it's their church. And I got a mail today about this, to have your own personal evolution for yourself, and let those there is one prophet in the church, and he is the one that should talk from God to all people, and we others should never talk about what God is giving us. and that doesn't work in my case because I'm here to test people, and I and God want to see who is going to follow me, who is going to trust me, who is going to believe in what I say is true. So that it's a test. I didn't know from the start why am I here. I was okay in heaven, and then I come back to earth as a woman. Instead, I have been a man in those other lives, but this time a woman. And you are. I don't say I'm smart person, but you are maybe smarter than me and know why I was coming here to earth as a woman. Those sounds that you hear in the background, that's my neighbors upstairs. They have three kids under 7 years old, and they running around the whole time until they have to go to bed late in the evening. And it's very bad for me because I am very sensitive to the sounds, and I be tired. My brain be tired of those sounds they do. But when I'm not recording like I do now, I have ear plugs in my ears the whole time when they running around, and it's so much I need to have music on my ears so I don't hear these those sounds. It's a special sound from the floor when they're running, and those dark tunes that I have heart with. I always have playing music, and then I change it to be more light because my ears doesn't like soft sound, down sounds. So this can happen when I'm talking to you, and we have not got any snow here. So about this revelation, it's not made like that. They don't know God. They don't know heaven. When they say that if God is talking to you, especially when you are a woman, you should never tell what God is talking to you about. So I do it very, very wrong when it's come to the church and men, because I'm not a man, and still I'm talking about what God is telling, and I have talked about it before. That's a part of God. If you know God, you know God wants us to give information to all people. That's have I talking about. I come to know that before I knew God, in the late 80s, there were my friend from Chile, a man from Chile, that had been a manager in Chile, and then in Sweden he didn't get any job, and he was speaking very good Swedish, no accent. It was real good Swedish, and he couldn't get any job. And then I got a job, and I met him just when I come out from have knew that I should start to work, and I go in, and I met my friend, and his hair, his black hair started to be white, and he looked very sad, and it was someone the someone in the spirit, but I didn't know the spirit, but I still heard from heaven even in that time, and heaven say that he's not going to live much longer. He's gonna make a suicide if you don't help him. So I went back to this office, and I say, my friend that is coming here now soon, and he need that job better than me, I say to them, and they go angry at me that I didn't want that job, but he got that job instead of me, and it was good because it was in a Catholic church, and that have not been good for me, and I maybe could have been stopped in my way to develop what I have developed today. So he being responsible for the money, for financial in the Catholic Church in a big city. So he live up again, and then when I had done that, I felt like this is the meaning of life, that we should help each other. We should give information to people, so their life should not be. Their life should not be. I try to. It's the fly, that one, is that eat up clothes that is here, but I couldn't. They are very good to fly away from my hands, but that means I understood that the meaning of life was not about giving birth to children and raise them to be good people, and then they got kids in their turn, and like that it's going on in. And I knew it was wrong because I have not got any children. I had my son, but it's 10 years between my son and my daughter. So I have not got any more kids than one. And I have problems with my son. And I was thinking, this is not God's will. And there is many people that doesn't get any children. It can't be the meaning of life. But that's what I was raised to think. And it was wrong for me. So this is what God have teach me for already in the 80s, that we should give information as much as we can. We should not have anything in secrets. If you are in a church where they keep secrets, like this church that I belong to, it's up to those men to decide when next step you should take in your progress into the church. And I have been in a church for 6 years now, and I still, um, if I should be allowed to go into the temple, I am not allowed to go into the temple. But if I should be allowed to go into the temple, I would sit where they do the baptism, the first step. And I should never coming in to the deeper into the church. But heaven do what they want to do. It doesn't matter what man is telling, because I have talked about that when I live in Utah, USA, and I live in a doctor's house for 1 month. And the doctor, he was high up in the church. He was preacher. He was this highest man in the city. And he took me with me to the temple. And he forgot that I was on the first step only. I was not allowed to come into all the room. He showed me, and I followed him, and I walked in, and I heard what he were telling in those rooms, that I should not be in. And sometimes he said that, "Oh, Eva, I forget that you have not done those education steps." And I was there. And so God allowed me to come in the whole temple in Salt Lake City. And then we were to Bounty Field temple also, did some baptism. And I hold the blanket for them, those come out from the water, and give them. And I was very much involved in everything in Salt Lake City, but here in my city am I not allowed to even come to the church to talk to them. But they need people, so they don't say anything about me doing what I'm doing. So I am in the church because of my ancestors. It's not me that am in the church. And sometimes people have asked me, who was the sister that took you into this church? And I say to them that there was no one that took me into the church. I was just going on a bus and pass by with a bus the church, and a voice from heaven told me that I should go into that church. So I was on my way to buy food and to bring home, but instead I go out from the bus and then I walk into the church, and there I have been since then, 6 years. And that was not me that wanted. I had been for many years ago, when I just come back from United States in 2004. I was in the church because I was thinking, I was longing to speak English with someone. So I went into that church, but they were not friendly at all, so I left it. and they are the same thing. Now, 18 years later, they are still very rude and evil and ignoring. They don't, there is no love in them. And so they need the people that they can get. So they have not said anything to me. And I will see how long I will stay there, because now I feel it like I'm there for my ancestors. They are happy to see me be there in the church, and I think they, in some way, they think I can change the church. And it's very strange, because I was born on the other coast of Sweden than where I live here now. But when I look at my family tree, all those people that is in the church, they are related to me. But I have talking about my brother and my adopted sister, but my brother is my full brother, and he is evil to me. So why should those in the church be nice to me then, when not even my own brother is nice? So it's very strange for me, but I understand it now when I have coming down here and talking, and it's this I say to you, if the pastor is saying, but like I didn't understood that when I come to the church in the United States, when I started to walk in the United States in the 2001, 2002, I was in the church, and that pastor, he be angry and laugh at me, and he say, God doesn't talk to women. He doesn't talk to you like that. And I didn't understood it, because I knew that it was God that was talking to me. When he talked the first time, he had talked to me when I was 16 years old and told me to go and heal that girl at the hospital. And he had told me sometimes in 2000, before I left, he was down and talking to me. And then in the beginning of my walking in the United States, God was talking to me. And then this pastor that have passed away now. He was younger than me, but he's not here anymore. God took him away. But God took him not away. I'm saying wrong, because he took himself away, because he was mean. He was evil to me, and laughing about me, saying that God is talking to me, and he's gone. And it's some other people that I know that have treated me very bad. They have been gone. They are gone. And so it can happen when you live also. But mostly is it when they just when the day is coming for your judgment day is coming, then you got to know. But some people have going away that have been very evil to me. So this is why I did this recording, to tell you this about the revelation, to keep it for yourself. Does the church say that doesn't know God? It's the opposite. God wants us to information and give education to all people we meet, whenever they are ready to get this information from you. You have to be a little careful, because it is about to analyze a little what level people are in their education under God. And if they are Jesus lover and doesn't understand that Jesus had a father that was God and Jesus was not God, but if you come and talk to that person, then you know that I can't talk about God Elohim, because this person doesn't understand it. So you have to go in on a lower level and find things that maybe this person need to hear, that is on his level or her level. I don't say everything to, no, I don't know you that listen. I don't know what level you are, but if I meet someone and I never talk about God immediately, I wait for them to talk, and then I start to find out what level they are on, and then I stand on that level. I never talk to them about things they can't understand. Like Jesus said to his disciple, I have much things to tell you, but you can't bear it now. So that's how we can't force people to understand things they don't understand. We have to hold it like we talk it to a little child. We need to be on the child's level to talk to them, a little higher, but just where they are. So, of course, educate them, so we need to be one step higher, but that level. So, this is what I was talking about. It's to give information. That's the meaning of life. To help each other. To give information and help people through life. That is love for each other. Is love for the strangers. It's for a foreigner. It's the love for God's creation, to give information. Thank you for listening, and I hope if you listen on Sunday that you have a good Sunday, or another day, a good day also. Thank you for listening, and God bless you.